Hello, everybody. This is Eliz-sha Keating from wisdomseekers.net, and we're here today for water, which includes Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, April 5th to the 11th, 2020. And I'm on the right place, right? Mm-hmm. All right. So the first card I pulled was actually dreams and decisions. And right now is a really good time to do the dreams, to make the decisions that we've been planning on and working for, because life is changing. Life is moving into a new direction. And the first card is a really good card, actually. It's the Princess of Wands. And the Princess of Wands is all about choosing to live in basically in magical world. And some people would be very uncomfortable with that, but the majority of us would love to live in a world that is just a little bit happier, a little bit more fun, and it is choosing to believe in that which is unbelievable. It's living in a world where wonderful things can happen for us, right? We can create, because if you look at it, you can see they've created new life from a dead piece of wood, and they're going, wow, isn't that so cool? And we're recreating right now as we sit watching the world go by from our homes. We are recreating the world, and we're recreating the world in a very positive way for the majority of us. Most of us have stopped listening to the news and are watching Facebook, where we get some really good, wow, look at how many people have survived. This is a funny joke. And we're uplifting each other. We're recreating the world in an image that's more positive, more cohesive. And we're doing this with friends who are in India, and we're in North America or in Australia. So the energy is moving all around the globe in a very positive way, and we're doing this, and we chose to make this decision. This is again the Princess of Swords. For me, it's a change card, and this is from the inner child, and we have chosen to make this from the inner child because we're dealing with our wounds, the inner child wounds. We're growing and changing, and what's behind is the Four of Cups. Is knowing that there's a better life out there than what we've been living. And the majority of us, rich or poor, have not been living our ideal life. If you're very poor, you struggle to make it from paycheck to paycheck, hoping you can pay your bills. If you've got lots of money, quite often there's a sense of dissatisfaction. You don't know why, maybe, but there is. And so we're making a difference now. We're choosing to change that which has been into something that is new. And this is very prominent in every card reading I've done this week so far, is the Queen of Cups. And the Queen of Cups is all about using your gifts. And we all have gifts. It's whether we choose to believe in ourselves or not makes it so. And it doesn't mean that my gift will be the same as your gift, and that's all right. But it does mean that our gifts are becoming more and more powerful and more necessary. Funny, I just pulled two cards. Okay, so we're going to read them together. So what's coming up to just before us, the Nine of Swords. And the Nine of Swords is in my book, this is the hardest card in the deck. I'd rather have the Tower over this Nine of Swords because it denotes deep sorrow. But it's also the bottom. You can't go farther down than that. It is the end. So the only way to go up after this deep sorrow is up. So that in itself is very positive. And the card that I pulled with it is the Ten of Wands. And the Ten of Wands is a card of work. And it's a card of work that says it's been hard, it's difficult, but we don't know if there's a door right just on the other side of where the picture ends. So we've basically hit rock bottom. We've worked hard for it, and now it's time to move into the Princess of Wands energy of believing in miracles, believing in the wonderful things that can happen in life. And the next card, and I think I will read these two cards together too, just simply because it seems to be the thing. A Three of Pentacles, which is put in the effort. We've worked hard, and we have worked hard. Whether you've done it for 25 or 30 years, or done it for 2 or 3 years, or just figuring it out at this moment, it doesn't matter. It only matters that you're there and energetically. So we've worked hard, and we're going to receive the benefits of having worked hard. And then with that is the Knight of Cups. And the Knight of Cups is basically a card of support, a card of lending strength, a card of balance. And balance is always a key word, especially right now. Balance is huge. And if you noticed, he has the Holy Grail in his hand. And the Holy Grail is what everyone is searching for. And I'm going to go out on a limb and say we found it. Because the next card is the Justice card, which I call my light worker card. Can you see that? It's got a light worker card where you cut away all the dross, all that which is unimportant, until our hearts are light. Our third eye opens up, and we receive direct information from our oversoul. And there's ways of channeling other entities and things like that. I won't go into it, but direct information from our oversoul. And then again, we have the major arcana, Temperance. And the Temperance is having brought the energy down to the new level, from another level into this level. And actually, we are not bringing the energy down, we're bringing ourselves up. And that energy, the higher energy that we're rising to, is washing away the old energy, and the old energy is going away. And it creates turmoil, it creates COVID-19 effect. But we have made this choice on a very deep level to deal with this situation. And it just happened to be that how do we get rid of it? We group mind decided to do it with a pandemic. There could have been worse ways. There could have been world wars. I'm much happier with a pandemic. And then the last card, well, I've got a few cards, but they're all basically positive. The last card is the Six of Wands, and the Six of Wands is, again, in the winner circle. We've done it. We've made it happen. And I think by this time, we just have to, we've made it. We know what we want. Things are going to shift and change because we've chosen it in the oversoul level. We've chosen that it's going to be good. Now we just have to do the sweeping to clean up the rest of it, which means cleaning up the rest of the COVID and whatever else is out there that has been in the dark, and we never knew about it, or we've just learned about it, or we will be learning about it. So that's basically what I was talking about, daydreams and decisions. And that quite often is how you make a new world, is you daydream it into event. I know for me that works very well. I will be going along and I will have daydreams, because I don't remember my dreams as a general rule. It has to be a lot of energy input before I remember. But I find often that the things I've been daydreaming about will come about, and and I suspect that's what it is for everyone. And the last card is flow. So basically, go with the flow, and that does mean don't fight. Don't fight and try to go against the stream, particularly right now. Put your finger on the pulse of the world, which is not the news. I promise you, it is not the news. You're not going to find the truth through the news. You're going to find the truth through talking to your neighbor, social distancing. I prefer physical distancing, but finding out what people are feeling and doing and things like that. Okay, so yeah, it's a very positive read for water, and it's been a very positive read for both fire and earth. So there we are. We're done. And what's new with everybody?
Melipali starts us off.
Hi, Melipali.
Hi, Elisha and Elle. Tay asks, hello, what should I look forward to in the next 3 weeks?
Well, probably a lot of the same. And basically what I just said, start doing the daydreaming. Start seeing how you'd like the world to evolve around you. How would you like your life to change and grow? And that's actually the most important thing is we want the world to be in a specific way. How do you want the world? And that is what I would recommend, is that you start figuring out, and for me, daydreams are one of my most powerful tools. What do you want your life to be like? So start organizing your life the way you'd like it to be, and be extravagant. I mean, if you'd like the power of flight, include that in your dream. It may not happen this month or next month, or maybe not for next 5 years, but the potential is there that we have that power. It is written into the lore that we have the ability to teleport. It's written into the lore. So with it's written into the lore, we have done it before. And I know that would be one of my goals, is to be able to teleport to, say, France and have breakfast on the Champs-Élysées, then come home and go to work for the rest of till noon, and then go down to South America for some really good tacos, and then you could live anywhere in the world and work anywhere in the world, and it would be, one world government, but in a positive sense. Not the one world government where they want to control everything and everybody, but one world government because we do it out of love. So dream that. Okay, and that's very extravagant, but I'm not tired like I was yesterday. At least that's a positive.
Melipali asks, how will it be with me and Gemini after the lockdown?
You're worried, are you? Because that's the second time you've asked that question. Right now, he's cranky, he's scared, and he's saying and saying things that are kind of coming out of fear. So I would wait until the lockdown is over before you worry about what he really feels, because what he really feels is not it's not really what he's saying right now. The guy is in fear. He doesn't like the fact, he's worried about his business. He's worried about a lot of things. And and I think he's worried about his health. So he comes across as a little bit cranky, and I guess the best word would be asinine. So don't take it too seriously unless you find it. But remember, this is him stressed. If this is him stressed, think about it. Can you live with that? Do you want to live with that? Because I don't think he wants to lose you, but I don't think he has necessary control over his emotional thoughts and feelings. So just pay attention and figure out, do you want to live with this? Because there's other people who are handling stress situations much better. Mind you, if he looks like Lou Diamond, what's his full name?
Lou.
You know the actor. I'd keep him anyhow. But
he played.
He Yeah, he's one of my favorite actors, actually.
Valentine or something?
Yeah.
Or no, Richie
Valens.
Yeah.
But he comes from the Philippines. He often plays the part of Native Americans, but he's actually from the Philippines, and you probably know him very well. But he's one of my favorite actors, and he's in a show called Prodigal Son right now. And he's aging beautifully. So, yeah, if he looks like the prodigal, looks like Lou Diamond, Lou something Diamond.
Yeah, there is something in there. I just can't.
But, yeah, keep him anyhow.
Watermelon Yam says, "Hi, you're lovely."
Thank you. That's a cool name.
Moonfeather says, "Hi, ladies. How are you both?"
We're actually doing really well. We're not actually even terribly a lot of cabin fever. I
mean, technically, this is just every day that ends in Y for us.
Yeah, it didn't change a great deal for us. Except today, I'm going to send my middle daughter out instead of us going out for groceries. But that's because I have strict orders to stay home.
From said daughter.
Well, no, actually
doctor,
it was doctor too, but Julie.
Oh,
Julie,
my cousin.
Your cousin, yeah.
That's hilarious. But all my cousins adore you. Well, the
Julie,
ones that I still talk to have adored you.
I don't think a lot of them know me anymore.
I don't know.
But Julie, she's French Canadian, so her name is Julie. She gave me strict orders to stay home, so I thought maybe I'd listen to her because she's a sweet lady.
Watermelon Yam says you're nice.
Thank you.
Get to know her first.
I have my prickly side, but yams are one of my favorite favorites veggies. So
no, watermelon yum.
Oh, yum! I thought it was yam. I thought we're weird, but I love watermelon too.
Moonfeather asks, was wondering if you could tell me about the new guide I'm seeing. It's a shadow figure, but it has a purple aura.
Yeah, my daughter is talented.
With
That's 2 days in a row.
Hold on.
So water.
Purple aura usually gets me guides.
Okay.
Or solid purple energy.
Okay, purple is the energy of the masters. So you've probably got energies coming in on the master's energy. And let me go in and talk to him. He's friendly. He's very protective. So can you give me a bit more of a description again?
Okay. Shadow figure has a purple aura. Usually my guides are solid purple energy. This guy was standing in the middle of them.
Okay. So he's probably just been elevated to the level of master. And he's fairly new at that. Doesn't mean he's new at being a guide, just that he's new at being a master level. I think it has more to do with you than anything else. I think this is probably you on a higher level. It does actually feel like it's more you than anybody else. I think it's that your communications with your oversoul is becoming stronger, and because it's becoming stronger, you are moving up a spiritual level, and because you were already at a level that was vibratory a little faster than the average, it's coming through like this. Everybody's moving up spiritual level right now, which you will find on the other side of May, that things have shifted and changed for how you feel, how you react. And this is in everybody in general.
Philip Blue Diamond. Sorry. Someone put it in the chat, so
thank
I had to read it.
Yes, thank you. I knew it. He's one of my favorite actors. So everybody is moving up because you're already at the level at this particular vibration. You're moving up to a higher vibration, and this, I think this is more you than anything. And so I would like you to feel comfortable with this person and or this guide. It's not a person, obviously, because it's already you, but don't trust everything you hear from this guide at first, until you are secure in the knowledge that your communications is powerful, strong, and secure. Okay. Other than that, I have to give you congratulations, because it is a what do you call it? A landmark, not a landmark. But it's some
Save point.
It's a what?
It's a save point.
No, it's not. It's a I can't remember the right word. But you've reached a new level, and it's powerful, and congratulations. And everybody will reach that level, but you've reached it right now. So congratulations.
Gypsy Moore says, hello, everyone. Hello, I hope everyone is well. Moonfeather says, please and thank you. I think meaning to go back with her question.
Okay.
Jennifer Schwab says, hello, ladies. Hope you're doing well. Do my ascended masters have any advice for me on my spiritual growth journey? Thank you.
I think basically listen to my what I talked about in the card readings today. It was actually quite pertinent for people. You're doing there. Everybody is doing really well. We're working really hard right now, and we're working harder in our sleep than we've ever worked before. I know I wake up exhausted, and so what? So ¿cómo se llama? So basically, just keep on doing what you're doing, and question everything. but allow things to flow in your life right now. And we question everything because we are the ones in charge of our life. We don't allow, we don't, just because they're our ascended masters, we don't let them take over. Would that make sense? So question everything, then go with the flow. Because whether we question it or not, they're probably right. But we still want to be the ones that make that decision. And it's very important that you allow yourself to be the master of your own journey. Okay, does that make sense? That was a bit rambly, but
Yasmin Fox asks, "Hey, any messages from my angels regarding my emotional healing?"
it's normal. What you're feeling is normal, and you do want to accept the fact it's normal. Um, and there's a line in the Bible, and it's Saul, from King Saul. He says, "This too shall pass." So you're given these feelings for a reason, and run with them, play with them, feel them, allow them to be, even if they hurt or don't hurt. And then once you've finished with them, let them go, because that if you don't, if you keep holding on to them, then they just become a rock that holds you down. But they are there for you to understand, to love, and release. But sit in them, own them, and they will never have that power over you again. Okay?
Lily Dula asks, "Hello, ladies. How are you today? Can I ask any general energy reading, love, commitment, etc.? Thank you."
So you more than anybody, that is your life is in a state of flux. Things that have been in the past are no longer going to be the same in the future, because you're shifting and changing dramatically. So right now, I can't give you a definitive, because you're in the state. Your whole energy is in a state of flux. It's shifting. It's changing. And where you choose to land will be your choice, and it may not be where you think you will choose to land, but it will be far, far more enriching than you've ever had before. I do know, and I have felt this for a while, that wherever you land, it's going to be a positive, and it's going to be very spectacular. Let's put it that way. There's a few people who've put in a lot of energy into their lives, and they're going to come out as different people on the other side of this world that we're in now. Because we are. I don't know if you've noticed it, but most of the big spiritual leaders are saying we are in a time of ascension, and I have to agree with them personally. I believe this as well. We are all ascending right now, and so some people will ascend to levels that they never anticipated, because they put in a lot of effort. And Lily's one of the people who's put in a lot of effort into her spiritual life. Okay.
Gypsy Moore says yes, staying safe and positive. Emily Aquine asks, "Hey, Lisha and Elle, I have a love offer coming through from Monty. He says he's in love with me. Is this true?"
He's like a little puppy dog. Yes, at this moment, he really is in love with you. And he is like a cute little puppy dog. So the answer is, how do you, not the answer, the question is more to the point, what do you feel? And that's more important than what he feels, because just because somebody loves you doesn't make it an obligation for you to love them back in the way he's loving you. But yes, he loves you. He loves you a lot. It's just like a little puppy dog. Pay attention to how he reacts to other people. Pay attention to his behaviors, and the stuff you think is enduring now, will you be able to handle it in 5 years from now? Okay, does that make sense? Because love is not necessarily all there is. But yes, he loves you.
Cassie Sue says, I had a dream I learned to fly.
Oh, that would be so cool. I always wanted to fly, but I figured I'd take teleportation over flying.
JJ says, thank you, Eliz-sha. I will try that, and thank you for your advice. Homeless Cat says, hello, friends.
Homeless cat.
Maria Herrera says, I have a relative in the hospital. How do you see her? Her name is Doris. Thank you.
Doris. Well, of course she's afraid because nobody can be in there with her. So she feels alone. But that's just the way it is at the moment. She's actually stronger than she thinks she is. And I would say the level of energy that I'm picking up from her, she's going to be okay. And she actually is quite a good fighter. So and right now she wouldn't be in the hospital just for little things. I think she's going to be okay. And as I told somebody earlier today, I'm not given the time of people's births, and I'm not given the time of people's deaths, but I don't see anything along those lines. Okay.
Patricia Scohen asks, hi, Eliz-sha and Elle, how are we all thinking extravagant Europe, love and working? Beautiful home. My dreams, will it be next year now? Thank you.
Might be this year too. Like I said, the world is shifting and changing. It is a new world we're moving into. And as I told Tay, the more you dream, the more likely that dream will come about. So continue to dream. Continue to see what you want, the power of it. And when you dream a big home, dream the energy that goes with a big home, right? Because you can have a big home and not have enough money. So make sure you dream the energy of the big home in a really good, strong way. And the fun that goes with it, parties, entertaining, happy people, joyful kids if you have kids. And I can't at this moment give you time frame. Well, I don't do time frames anyhow because I'm not very good at it. Well, right now it's even harder because I know that the new world in the morning is going to change a lot of things dramatically. Okay.
Malibala says, thanks, Eliz-sha and Elle. Stay safe.
Yeah.
Mama B asks, I found a travel lodge place to live near the area where I currently reside at. If I were to move there, would it work out for the better than where I'm currently living? Thanks.
I got a yes, actually. And I don't know your situation, but I did get a yes.
Fiona R asks, will I get a job? Where did it go? Will I get a job anytime next year?
Next year?
Yeah.
So I'm assuming she's in school this year.
Possibly.
I actually got very positive. Yes, you get a job next year, and it's one that you really enjoy.
Maria Helena sends a $5 super chat saying thank you.
Oh, thank you, Maria.
Zulemi R asks, what's the current energy of my ex named Jay?
Current energy, are you know, what I'm picking up is that he's bought the Kool-Aid and is not sure how the world is going to survive what's going on right now. And so basically, he's a little stressed, a little worried about everything. And that's basically the biggest thing on his mind is he's stressed. He doesn't like the situation. He doesn't understand the situation. And he has a feeling there's more to it than he's being told, and that also stresses him out. So he's quite smart, but he doesn't know how to deal with what's happening. Basically, is what I'm getting.
Patricia Scone.
He's not thinking of anybody specifically right now.
Patricia Scone says, "Is it Philip Lou Diamond? He is a favorite of mine."
Yeah, it is.
Homeless Cat says, "This woman reminds me of Meryl Streep." Rachel N asks, "Can you tell me if Alex, the manager, is a good landlord?"
Alex, he tries to be. He still has to listen to his bosses, but he tries to be. He tries to be fair. He tries to be honest. He doesn't always succeed because he's human. But I don't get the feeling he's a bad energy about him.
Jen Fox asks, how does Maria and her husband feel that we put a lock on our bedroom door?
A little affronted. But I think it was necessary because I think they're a little too inquisitive. If that makes any sense, but they're a little. They're not overly excited about it.
Angel Wings asks, why hasn't Michael reached out to me for the past 2 days?
Whom?
Michael.
I think Michael might be actually feeling a bit under the weather. I don't think it's a personal thing. I think he's just taking some time because he just feels a little off. Not horrible, but he just feels a little off. And it is nothing personal, promise you.
Miriam M asks, any messages from my guides?
Just basically keep yourself busy. Think and don't lose hope. You're doing well. They didn't actually say don't lose hope, but they did sort of suggest that not to get too caught up or too involved in any emotion, and just ride it out. And things are going to work out well for you. Yeah, things are going to work out well for you.
AP asks, hi Eliz-sha and Elle. Yesterday my guide said any of my plans were not going to work. How do you recommend I move forward? Thank you.
With the flow. With the flow. Usually, I know this sounds really stupid. Usually, with your plans are not working, it means the universe is saving your butt. Okay, so sit back, release, literally release all the thoughts, and just sit there and daydream. Literally daydream, and allow yourself to daydream a new possibility. And ask your guides if that's your future, because often the daydreams are a way of that is another way of communicating with you. So take some time, but don't go, oh my God, it hurts so bad, because this is the only thing I can think to do, because there's many times I've done that. Cannot visualize another future, yet here I am. But the older I get, the less expectations I have, and the more I look at it and say, well, I can't see another way of doing it. And then I go, well, let's see what happens. So let's see what happens. Go with it. But visualize, sit down, daydream a new future. See what you get. I suspect you'll find it is more expansive than the one that you were letting go. Okay? Did I answer that, or did I go off on a tangent?
I think you answered it.
Okay, good luck.
Tika says, hey Eliz-sha, how have you been doing?
Good.
Cassie Sue with a 444 super chat
Thank you.
A few years ago, I tried to start a nonprofit. I didn't get far with it. And now, more than ever, it feels like it should be a thing, but I can't seem to find my ambition. Do my guides have any advice for me?
Take it out of nonprofit. Do it, but not as a nonprofit. Make it a business, is what they're basically saying. And you might find that the business part is actually gives you more solidity and more a room to move around and do things. And also, you want to change a few things. Just change a few of the concepts. But yeah, you're probably right. Now being probably middle of May, it's a time to move forward with things. Middle of May.
Okay.
Would be the time to move forward with things like that.
Jennifer Schwab says, thank you for the messages. I do understand, and I will take your great advice. Hugs.
Hugs back.
Lily Dula says, thank you. Many people who have worked a lot with themselves and their energy are changing faster.
Yep.
SLSL says, hello, ladies. Do you have any messages for me from my guardian angels? Thank you.
So. This is funny. I've never seen this. It's like when I looked inside, there's you and them, and they're taking you and you're sweeping you in a grand dance. And, very interesting. They actually swept you off the edge of the world into another It's very beautiful, actually. They're dancing you off the earth plane into a new reality. I'm going to leave that with you and let you figure that one out yourself, because you already have good communications and you already know what I'm talking about. You just didn't believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. And your guides are smiling and laughing, so it should be fun.
Emily Aquine says, yes, he is so sweet and cute. Tika asks, does Joseph worry that he's not good enough for me?
I had a yes for that. I think that's something that you may want to address with him. Whether it changes or not, how he feels about you, about that situation, I don't necessarily think it will, but I think it's something you may want to try to address with him for your sake. And once you've done the best you can, then just leave it.
Princess Nee asks, hey ladies, does GP miss me as a friend?
He doesn't have a great deal of imagination, but if you ask him, he'll say yes, he does. But like I said, he doesn't have a great deal of imagination, and he didn't actually stop to think that there was much use in him thinking about or missing you, because he figured that situation was what it was, and that's the way it is. But if you ask him, he says yes.
Jennifer Schwab says, when I was a young child, I had vivid dreams that I did fly, and I wasn't sure if it was real. At that age, I thought it was possible, but it was confusing. LOL.
So I know I have a memory of being on another planet, and we look more like birds, and we flew everywhere. And and since then I have heard of this planet, actually, which was kind of cool. But I also know in Atlanta we could fly. Atlantis, pardon me. We could fly, or certain ones of us could fly. And that's probably what your memory is from Atlantis. I think we flew with aids of some kind, but we literally flew not with wings or things like that, but with a little box or crystal or something that we could move around in.
You had our own portable Yoshi.
Yes, exactly.
AP says, you answered it perfectly. Thank you, as always.
Oh, great.
And as of right now, we can end with Cassie Sue saying thank you.
Oh, that's sweet. This has been a fun one. We should be back tomorrow, barring any extraneous events. Touch wood.
We are at 5 o'clock Pacific time. We have Connect with Erin on Facebook.
Yes, a Wisdom Seekers Facebook, and everybody loves Erin. If you don't know Erin, come and see Erin. Erin has really good answers for a lot of things. She's a powerful medium. I think she's the next John Edwards, personally, because she's really good. And she's also a very nice human being. So come on, visit, ask questions.
And if you're new, like Homeless Cats and Watermelon Yum, welcome aboard. We hope to see you again. And if you're curious about our other social media stuff, the links are in the description.
We're very, very active on Facebook.
Not so much on Instagram, though.
I don't know how to
change that.
We're trying. We're not very good at it.
Be Airless says hello, dear Elisha and Elle.
Hi, how are you doing?
So we can wait for her to ask her question, and then we can wrap it up, considering we have still 10 minutes before our hour is up.
Legally, yes.
Legally.
But it's been a blast today. I've enjoyed it. I really liked the readings, the layouts I've been getting at the beginning. They do seem to be indicating a lot of powerful shifts and changings in a really good way. Not easily. I would love to say easy, snap, done, but no, it's not easy.
Jennifer Schweb says that sounds fun and lovely. I think she means the
Flying. Oh, I think it. I would love to do that again.
Mm-hmm.
I think I don't like the cold anymore, so that's
dragons.
why I go for teleportation.
But also dragons.
Dragons, yeah.
I'd fly on a dragon.
Well, yeah, but they've got warmth, right?
Yeah. But I mean, I would ride a dragon like everywhere.
Yeah.
So, Erla, do you have a question, or are you just popping in to say hello? There we go. Erla asks, what do my spirit guides think about me auditioning for Masters this year? Thank you
love
so
it.
Much.
Literally, they love it. I mean, and I'm prejudiced too, because I always think that education is the thing. But yeah, your guys are going. They love the idea, and I think they're saying that actually it would give you a broader perspective of your life, and it'll give you more opportunities in your life. Sounds good to me.
Yep. All right.
Mm.
Let's wrap it up.
All right. So, namaste. Namasko. Now we have another question.
No. Oops. I would really love to, but I hope I can find a singer to audition with me. I'm sure you can.
Yeah, I'm sure you can.
Just ask around campus. I guess you can't. Email some of your teachers, and they might have suggestions.
Or just, the people that you go, oh my God, I couldn't dare talk to them. Email them.
Yeah.
Message them. You've got a talent. You're really talented. And I'm still waiting to hear your music, by the way.
Yes.
I just know you're talented. That's hilarious, isn't it?
She adds, thank you so much.
But you will find somebody too.
Mm-hmm.
And it may actually be, I thought it was a male, but I see a woman.
It could be a duo.
It could be, but I see a woman in a dress, a long evening dress.
Jennifer Schweb says your card readings and advice at the beginning is so helpful, especially now with all of the changes.
Yeah.
Erla says, yes, I bought a new mic. If I record anything, I'll send it to you.
It's perfect.
Brittany Parkins says, hello.
Hi, Brittany.
If there's any more questions, ask them now. If not,
wait till
we'll
tomorrow.
Be back tomorrow. Ring the bell for notifications for those who are new and are still curious about us.
Yeah. We are a curious duo.
I mean, one of us is nice.
She's not talking about herself.
Yeah,
So no questions from Brittany?
No, but Erla says take care of you both, and
you too.
Take care of everyone else too. You both are the best. Swoon.
That's cute.
All right.
I think one thing came up.
Brittany Parkins asked, what type of questions can I ask? Anything.
Well, I prefer
sexual.
And don't ask about anybody else, third-party questions. You can ask for other people, but make sure you ask tell me that you're asking for them.
For said other person.
And I like ones on spiritual growth over
relationships.
And relationships are fine, just not every day.
Yes.
So
that doesn't change in 24 hours.
Yes, as a general rule, they don't change it over even in a week.
Yeah, but feel free to ask your question.
And I'm sure everybody on there will tell you if it's an appropriate answer question anyhow.
Yep.
Because we've become a bit of a community.
In the meantime, Jennifer Schwab says, everyone have a wonderful day. God bless.
And then that's always lovely
to
hear.
Is it that the Jeopardy theme song is like ringing in my head while we're waiting for this question?
No, I'm just sitting here wringing my hands.
Yeah. I mean, I would hum it, but one, that might be rude.
And two, it might be
and
photo.
Two,
photo.
We've already spent like 16 seconds on Richie Valentine song, so
yeah.
Let's not chance that.
Yeah. Though I do watch Prodigal Son because of him.
Well, that and Michael Sheen.
Michael Sheen's okay, but he's scary.
He is, but he does a really good psychotic
he
person.
He does a great job.
I like,
but that's kind of scary. But I like Lou Phillips.
Lou Diamond.
Yeah.
Brittany Perkins says, "LOL." Well, I hear that. I've been with my boyfriend for 3 years, so I think I'm being called to move. Can you tell me if we will be together now or later?
So
I believe what she's asking is she's being...
Move in with them?
Or she's being called to move somewhere else?
Away from them.
And long distance might not work.
Okay, yeah.
I'm assuming. Please correct us if we are wrong.
So your heart is calling you to move, to change, to shift. And the chances are, unless he goes with you, the relationship will not stand the test of time. Your heart is powerfully drawn to move forward. And I think the heart is in this case, is the one you want to pay attention to. And if for some reason the heart that you're showing me is blue, a beautiful, beautiful blue, but it's blue. And I think that you have a drive to move, and that drive is not going to lessen, even if you choose to stay home or stay where you are. That drive is going to drive you insane until you do what you're supposed to do. So good luck with that.
Yeah, and she does confirm relocate.
Okay.
B. Earless says Michael Sheen is awesome. Yes, it is a great contrast between him in Good Omens as a really prim, proper angel versus him being a psychopath.
I mean, there's two totally different personalities.
It's fantastic. I love it.
It really is good, but the show line has not deteriorated into freaky scary.
I mean,
it came to the edge, and then it pulled back, thank God. But it actually is a really good. Well, it is a psychological thriller, basically.
Oh yeah. No, it really is, but it's not so.
But it's not so scary that you can't. I won't watch a scary show. I won't watch horror movies. People say, "Have you seen?" No, don't watch them.
We started watching. I believe it's called Evil. With the Luke Cage, the actor from Luke Cage.
And the first one was really good, but it descended too fastly and I couldn't handle it. So, but they're good actors.
Mm-hmm.
But the Prodigal Son,
also good actors, also a good show.
but it didn't descend into
complete darkness.
Yeah, so I keep watching it.
Yeah.
Like I say, horror, not my thing.
And the Erla says, I haven't watched Prodigal Son yet. I might now. Ha 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 ha.
Well, they're good. They're actually really weird storyline, but the acting is really good, and the guy who's the
main character
is kind of cute.
He is really cute, and he's
actually a decent actor. He's evolving,
from his anyhow childhood trauma, which you'll get into when you watch it.
But it's about a serial murderer.
Yeah, well,
and how his kids have learned to deal with it.
To it, yeah.
Yeah.
She also says, yes, he is so cute in Good Omens. Brittany Parkins says, oh my god, I don't know what to say, which I guess you hit the nail on the head.
Good. Tell me about the Blue Heart.
Yes.
It's gorgeous heart, by the way.
But it's been officially an hour. We're going to wrap it up and call it a day.
Okay, so we'll be back tomorrow, approximately the same time, unless life intervenes.
Ring that bell for notifications.
I try to do 11, but never works. So, namaste, namasko, and please come see us on Wisdom Seekers Facebook. We are officially at 1,500 followers.
Links are in the description down below.
Actually, you've got 1,500 plus. Bye.
We'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.